Hi there, Taurus. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to your weekly reading. Back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. For those of you already know my channel, hello. And for those of you who have been a long time, welcome back. So this is going to be a relationship spread. Don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. And this is general reading, so the roles might get reversed. And this is general reading, so this may or may not resonate. And we're going to be doing a pick a card reading by the end of the session. Sorry for the noises. My daughter is playing with balloon. Okay, so Taurus, your overall energy, you have the Hangman, you have the Six of Swords, and you have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel that you guys have been held against your will here in a relationship where you feel that you needed to wait. And as time progresses, you also feel that, yeah, well, maybe now waiting is like the best time to do that. Something always kind of like brings you or make you think about this particular person, but you're deciding to take on a very, very passive approach because you feel that you've already invested a lot with the Seven of Pentacles. You've already watered the plant, and now it's just your time to wait for it to grow. So what's challenging in here is that you have a Lover's card in reverse. So there's a lack of communications going on in here, and the Six of Cups. It could be that you might still be dealing with your past person who you believe you have a twin flame karmic relationship or soulmate relationship would have you. So there's like a little bit of a communication problem. It's kind of like hard for both of you to get onto the honeymoon phase of the relationship any longer, where you feel that the relationship is fulfilling for your inner child. You might be dealing with a Gemini and also a Pisces here. That means 5 cards in the past. Queen of Pentacles from their side. It's my mistake, so I'm not going to be taking these cards because it was my mistake. Queen of Pentacles. So you're dealing with somebody who has a very, very feminine energy, regardless of the gender, yeah, but it's very, very feminine. So if it's feminine, it means that it's much more receiving, or it's very receptive, not so much given. So it's not the leader, it's not the one who initiates things, it's somebody who kind of like follows along. And this person believes that you are such a good and loyal companion with each other. And you also see that this person, you know, in the beginning, in the past, you guys feel that, wow, like this person is very, very emotionally mature because they have this ability to just listen. You know, like I'm able to be talking to them about the problems that I've had in the past. I'm able to kind of like converse with them in depth. And because of that quality, because of this Queen of Cups quality, you kind of like feel, well, maybe this is something that could work in the long run. That means 5 cards in and out. Knight of Cups. And you feel very, very ecstatic too in the past, though, with that Four of Wands. You just feel that you have this something to celebrate. Promises were made probably in the past as well. You just feel extremely happy. But here's the catch. You're starting to feel that, well, in the beginning, they seem so mature, right? With being the queens, Queen of Pentacles and also the Queen of Cups. But in the now, they're kind of like being like much more of a Knight of Cups. So a Knight of Cups is just somebody who is like a salesman, who knows all the right things to say, who knows all the right things to do, who knows all the right things to touch to make you feel warmth. It's not sexually charged. It's more of like, oh wow, I feel so comfortable around you, something like that. And then now your skepticism is starting to show up with that Page of Swords in here. You do have like a little bit of a trust issues with this person. So every single emotional words that they're saying to you, you're trying to digest it in a very, very mental manner. So for instance, they're saying, oh wow, like I miss you. Okay, so if you miss me, why haven't you been? Da 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 da, something like that. So you're trying to digest it in a very, very mental manner. And you're like, in the past, you were certain about that. You were certain that this is going to be something that probably can last forever. But now you're uncertain. You have the Two of Pentacles in here. You might receive a message, Joe. I don't know. I'm not sure. Because the Two of Pentacles here, you have a dog as a messenger. Let's see what happens in the future. Sa depan. You would probably are going to try to converse with them about how you feel about a certain type of way, especially with that Page of Swords. But again, it's just that the way that they communicate is different with what you want to hear. Like in the past, it was okay for them to be that way. But in the now, because you grew skeptic, you've grown extremely skeptic. So you're like, nah, this time give me a good reason. Give me one reason to stay here. That's my daughter. I'm sorry, guys. And that this skepticism is going to last for at least 7 days or for the week to come. And it's very difficult to converse with them because every time you try to say, this is what I find wrong, this is what I don't like about this relationship. And they're going to be much more like the Five of Wands. So Five of Wands is like confrontational, but you see how these 5 people is trying to hit whatever that is with a blindfold on. So you're trying to hit a point, but you don't know what the point is. And because they just didn't reach that point, because they didn't, there's something that you know, but it's just not enough. Like you just feel like, wow, this guy is, it's either, or this girl is either such a BS or they're lying or anything like that. But it just makes you grow even more skeptic because you have a Nine of Wands there. Nine of Wands is also that you feel the need to guard yourself. You feel the need to protect yourself. You know, I think if you want to converse with them or even if you want to confront with them, they're going to be putting up a fight. And why are they putting up a fight, Anisa? It's because Six of Wands and also the Five of Wands in here. It hurts their ego. So when the ego plays back, they're going to retort back, but not hitting the point. You know, like that type of person who you're having this confrontation or argument about, and then they're starting to correct your grammar. The grammar is not the relationship. It is not the problem for a relationship, dude. This is the problem for a relationship. You know, something like that. So yeah, because it kind of like hurt their ego, and you're just like, wow, like I don't know if I should trust you or not, because this is so not the conversation that I want to be having right now. And you guys are going to be resurrecting because you're the Judgment here. So you're going to be extremely pragmatic. And both of you are like this. You know, you feel that this is both of you. This is the center of the energy. Both of you feel that the friendship aspect of the relationship has already gone. And both of you still have feelings for each other because the guy or the woman here is still holding those 2 of Cups. But it's like, you messed up one more time, I'm going to be dropping this emotions over. And I feel that it's much more certain with you. They might be throwing you ultimatum as well too. But it just makes you extremely, extremely skeptic here. So be careful when you try to converse with them. Let's just see your advice later on how you should deal with the situation. All right? Because this is a general reading, so it's not a one-size-fits-all. Okay? So if you guys are only doing one person, your reading ends now. I'm going to be putting somewhere here when the pick a card reading starts. So now let's move on to the 2 people scenario. I see. All right. So let's start with person A. Now let's start with person B. Person B is the Queen of Cups. So this person is somebody who they think that they're so emotionally stable. And with this person, you are so ready to give your devotions to. You're so ready to give your Ace of Pentacles. It's either you were ready to marry them, you're ready to take a giant leap of faith with them, you're ready to build a forever with them or whatever that is, but you're ready to build something with them. And then in the now though, they're kind of like rebuilding things over. And with this person, you're kind of like uncertain what to do about the situations any longer, you know, and you might kind of like receive an informations or communications from them. So in the future, you guys are going to be fighting with one another. You guys are going to have like a little bit of an argument. Again, it's the Five of Wands here. So it's like it's talking, but not reaching the point. And because of that, you feel the need to kind of like defend yourself. Be careful of defending yourself too much, because I don't really like this card, to be honest with you. As you can see how this woman is so away from her pentacles. And sometimes I see pentacles as how we view ourselves, the value that we have for ourselves. So it's like, I don't know if you watch UFC, because I'm a big fan of MMA. But it's like when they punch you or when they kind of like strike you, you strike back instead of covering up or playing guards. You know, you fight back, because if you kind of like run away in circles or you're trying to do something, it's just it's corrupting your soul. It's corrupting your value. It's not really good for you. Be careful with that, all right? Satu lagi. Janji, satu lagi. Okay, so now let's go on to the person A. So person A is somebody who you feel kind of like attracted right away, but then in the now though, they're like the Knight of Cups, so they might wanting to do or approach you in some sort of way, but because I feel that you have like a major trust issues in your life, so you're trying to kind of like digest everything that they're doing and everything that they're saying in a very source manner. So it's like, okay, I want you to prove, I want to see consistency of everything that you're saying. So in the future, this person is, I feel like in the future, you're going to give this person a try. You're going to give this person a chance to come at you, because you feel that, okay, I'm so done being down and under, and now it's time for me to resurrect myself. And then you're going to start giving into this person, and this person is going to be very ecstatic about it, because I don't know, something about you replying to them, or something about you being with them kind of like increase their self-esteem somewhat. All right, so now let's move on to the pick a card reading. All right, so here we go. I have pre-chosen 4 pile of cards for you guys. You have pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna give you 15 seconds of silence so that you guys can concentrate, all right? Okay, so for those of you who chose card number 1, pile number 1, so you have the Knight of Swords, you have the Death card, you have Judgment, and you also have the King of Cups. This is after Tarot, so it's a bit different than traditional right away Tarot. Whoa, this is amazing. This is amazing. Well, the idea is you need to know that you only have a cup this big, right? And it's up to you if you want to fill it with negativity or if you want to fill it with positivity. The idea is you need to make room for new things to grow inside of you. And how do you do that? It's the first card. You have a King of Swords. Sorry, Knight of Swords. If you have been bottled up your emotions a lot, if you have been feeling that, you know, you are, and this applies to any relationship that you have, maybe with your boss, or maybe with your partner or anything, but you need to make room for positivity or for new things to come inside your life. And how do you confront with this person? It's like, well, get on your high horse, it's okay. If you have to be very mean with your words, it's okay. There's somebody in your life who is such a BS that you need to confront them about that. Why? Because when you do that, a new day will come. See the Death card? You see how the sun rises? You don't see the sun in original Death card. The sun will rise for you. It's like something has been lifted up your chest almost. Even if you guys are not in contact or whatever, I think it's very, very important for you guys to just say exactly what you want to say to them, what you think about them, so that it's like, ugh, it's gone. The energy is gone from you. See? Judgment. The end of the cycle. Make room for some things to grow here. You don't have like an expendable cup, you don't have an expendable heart. If you keep on focusing on things that is keep on bringing you down, hurting you mentally, hurtful, giving you like a lot of disappointment, it's time for you to stand up for yourself. All right. So for those of you who chose card number 2, you have Death card, you have 8 of Cups, you have 4 of Wands, and you also have the 2 of Cups. So let's see. Somebody misses you terribly. And this also tells me that you have been the one who been very, very, like you're pulling back, you're detaching, you're being aloof. Reconciliation is due. It's still there. There is still a potential in there. 4 of Pentacles also sometimes talks about our stubbornness too. If you really want it because the other person is really missing you, or is really longing for you, or is really missing your warmth, death is coming. I'm not going to say literal death, but there's going to be death acts in a funny way. It might be that at some nights or at some days you might be feeling extremely intensely about this, up to the point that death is pushing you to do things that you don't imagine you're doing right now. But it's like, try again, and you're going to be the one who try again. You're going to be the one who opens that door at least. It's still there. It never went away. It's still there. It never went away. It's a good one if you chose card number 2. At least you're not dealing with such toxicity like pile card number 1 does. So for those of you who chose pile number 3, you have 5 cards because there was 5 cards that fell out. Unlike the rest of the cards, the pile, you only have 4 cards. So Queen of Swords, Empress, 8 of Pentacles, Magician, and also the 4 of Swords. You've been numbing yourself down a lot. And this person, whoever it is that you're dealing with, or it could be about your children too, or it could be about anybody, your best friend, but somebody who you have been kind of like side-eyeing, somebody who you think that this person is not good and everything like that, they're going to be showing their positivity. They're going to be showing their light side, and it's going to make you melt a little by little. With this person, you're much more of the maternal figure of the relationship. And you're going to be revisiting it, putting in the work again. Finish what you left off, because I feel that with this person, you have had something, but then you left it. But again, this person is going to show you their light side, and it's going to make you melt. And then you're going to be finishing off what you left off. And see how this woman is kind of like giving flowers to whoever it is that is lying down there. I think that's you. Okay, so that's for those of you who chose pile number 3. How about for those of you who chose pile number 4? Queen of Cups, 3 of Swords. Oh, this is also 5 cards. All right, because there were 5 cards that fell out. I usually just do 4. But Queen of Cups, 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, Tower, and also Chariot. You, my love, has been so empathic. You know, I think you guys are much like an empathic person. It's like everything, whenever people do wrong to you, you try to find excuse. Or maybe they were like this because they had issue with their mother, or because they're having financial problems. So it's okay for me to do this and that and this and that. But no, here's the thing. when you do that, when you make excuses of other people, you love yourself less, right? You love yourself less. And then the idea here is to kind of like love yourself first. Heal yourself with the Three Swords here. Because Three Swords in this particular deck of mine, it talks about healing. It's not a pain that is coming. It's much more about healing. Cut the bullshit out of your life. It might come to them as a shock, but you're moving forward with your life with the better energy. Sometimes, and I do notice this a lot about, I think it's more about Venus and Taurus people, is that they could love somebody and forget loving themselves. My mom is a Venus and Taurus. Like, she would care about the family, but she won't care about herself. Like, she would provide meals at the table, and then she would take care of us, but then she would forget to take care about herself. And me as a Cancer, I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? You know, like, why are you like this? So don't forget to love yourself first before you love others, so that you could have like a healthier relationship moving forward. All right. So I think that is it for my reading for you, Taurus. I hope that you guys enjoy it. And I really do hope to see you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right. Bye guys. Have a great day. I love you.
La la la